Founded in 1985, Thukami started out from a dream to create a different product for the poultry farming sector. Different both in design and manufacture, our product is backed by a team of experts that has placed Thukami among the leading companies in the sector. Our objective is excellence in the process of creating poultry farms, paying special attention to each of the different stages of the process: preliminary study of the facility, design, manufacture, preparation, dispatch and assembly. Creating a different choice in the poultry farming world. Each facility is studied and projected under one maxim: complete customer satisfaction. For this purpose, we must bear in mind such important factors as the country of destination, the type of poultry farming for which it is intended, and of course, the well-being of the birds. Everything is aimed at obtaining maximum productivity and quality of the final product. Variables such as the legislation in each country or the type of poultry production mean that Thukami must improve continuously in accordance with the needs of these markets. Contact with the client is continuous and close. We understand that to obtain a quality product, it is essential to look after the production process. In Thukami, we use the latest techniques in our production process. One of the elements which makes us different is the use of plastic, thus making our vertical battery cage system the least aggressive for the birds. Using an injection system, we manufacture many of the parts that give shape and fame to our cages. Each of the parts is the product of a fully automated production system. Plastic is injected at high temperatures and expands in the mold. A robot picks up the parts and after a series of exhaustive quality controls, places them in boxes ready for shipment. The metallic parts of the Thukami vertical battery cages are manufactured by means of a profiling process. Our electronics and engineering department designs and produces systems to control the humidity and temperature of the poultry houses, automatic startup of collection, feeding and cleaning systems. Due to the large quantity and variety of elements necessary to assemble our facilities, it is necessary to carry out very precise logistic control. To guarantee perfect assembly in any part of the world, in Thukami we have a system of traceability which tells us what material to load for each consignment. The Thukami vertical battery cage is designed so its materials look like a game of Meccano and does not need screws, hooks or staples to be assembled. For the greater comfort of the birds and to avoid injury to legs and spurs, the floor is made of a close-knit galvanized and plastic mesh. The floor surface is flexible, uniform and solid for the quick exit of clean, unbroken eggs. The green separation panels with holes for adequate internal ventilation provide greater tranquility and less stress to the birds. The gate, unique in the market and fitted with a simple safe lock, allows complete front access to the cage and facilitates the handling of the birds without hurting or injuring them. In addition, thanks to the simple Meccano-type system of assembly, our battery cages are fully operative in record time, optimizing installation costs. The result is that poultry farmers throughout the world trust in Thukami to carry out their projects and fulfill their expectations. In Tsukami, we know how to adapt to the needs of the market, and we offer a wide range of turnkey solutions to the egg-laying, broiler and reproductive poultry farmer. Our offer includes the construction of houses, installation of battery cages and equipment, with all the automatic control systems for feeding, ventilation, collection and handling of chicken manure. The newborn chicks are placed in cages that have been adapted so that during the first days they have easy access to water and food. At 18 days they are split up, and at 16 weeks the collection system is set in operation. Operators open the trays, allowing the chickens to pass on to a conveyor belt which carries them to the selection tray. Here they are collected and placed in cages for transport. The newborn chicks are placed in cages equipped so that during the first days they have easy access to water and food. At 18 days they are split into the remaining cages, 10 in each one. The design of the cages and the green separating panels provide tranquility and comfort to the birds, reducing the mortality rate. The front of the chain feeding trough and the height of the drink system are adjustable in height to adapt to the growth of the chicks. At 16 weeks, the chicks are transferred to the egg-laying batteries. The different models of Tsukami battery cages adapt to the regulations of each country and to the comfort needs of the hens. These include perches, flooring with sand for scavenging and pecking, deflector perforations for claw shortening, and separate nest boxes for intimacy when laying. The eggs fall on the conveyor belts and are cleaned by ventilators situated in the feed dosing device. Using a water wheel or lift system, the eggs rock on the conveyor belt, minimizing the risk of breakage. At the start of the day, the system starts up and the eggs are transported to the warehouse for classification and packaging. Operators check that there are no cracks and that they are clean. The egg grader selects the eggs according to their weight and places them in boxes ready for distribution. Food distribution is carried out by self-propelled hoppers, which distribute the feed equally. The exclusive design of the dosing device mixes the feed in the hopper with what is left in the feeding trough. Each feeding hopper includes 2 ventilators which emit an air jet directed at the collection belts, eliminating particles which might dirty the eggs. The feed distribution may also be carried out by a chain feeding system. Manure withdrawal is carried out using polypropylene belting at a frequency of 3 to 7 days, depending on the length of the chicken house. Up to now, the manure was transported to the exterior, where it was collected in trucks. The percentage humidity of the manure varied between 80% and 85%. Tsukami, however, has developed a treatment system which dries 85% of the manure and eliminates odors, insects and gases derived from the ammonia. The Sekonov system. Once removed, the manure is transported to the upper part of the Sekonov, where a mechanical rake spreads it out onto an even layer. By means of a tunnel leading from the poultry house and powerful ventilators, the system uses the heat generated by the birds themselves to dry the manure layer. Once dry, the manure is allowed to fall into the lower part of the tunnel where, after another drying process, it is transferred to the warehouse. This system allows the poultry farmer to preserve the manure until it is commercialized. Our facilities can be controlled automatically. The Orion computer controls temperature and humidity for the bird's comfort. By means of sensors which provide continuous information on the situation, the system can start up different mechanisms to control the conditions inside the poultry house, opening extractors, swing windows, hummers, hot air guns, etc. These systems enable us to install our poultry houses in any corner of the world, whatever the climate, whether tropical or polar. Tsukami. Experience, technology, efficiency. The green ones.